When you turn 70, your body doesn't suddenly stop changing. It reshapes how you feel, how you move, and in ways you might not notice, how long you might live. Today, we'll explore 5 big changes that tend to show up after 70 and influence longevity. These aren't just problems to endure. They're signals you can respond to. We'll also talk about practical habits you can weave into daily life. Foods that help digestion and overall health, building strong protein-rich meals, and a simple exercise routine that fits into busy days. By the end, you'll have a clearer plan for supporting your body's resilience as you age, with easy-to-remember steps you can start today. First, nutrient absorption tends to decline with age. The stomach and small intestine often don't digest and absorb certain vitamins and minerals as efficiently as before. You might notice this as more fatigue after meals, slower energy rebound, or a need for more frequent meals to feel steady. 2 big culprits show up here: reduced stomach acid and changes in how the gut handles certain nutrients. Vitamin B12 absorption can become less reliable, and the efficiency of absorbing minerals like calcium and iron can dip. Vitamin D often needs a little extra attention, and some older adults find magnesium and zinc harder to absorb as well. If nutrients don't get absorbed well, you may feel more tired, heal less easily, or have weaker immune defenses. Over time, nutrient gaps can contribute to bone and muscle health issues and mood or cognitive changes. Prioritize nutrient-dense foods at each meal. Lean proteins, colorful vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats. Fortify where possible. Choose fortified cereals, dairy products, or plant milks for vitamin D and B12 if your diet is limited. Phase in small, frequent meals if appetite is variable, while keeping protein and nutrient density high. Hydration matters. Water supports digestion and nutrient transport. Consider targeted supplements only after talking with your clinician. Common concerns are B12, vitamin D, calcium, and omega-3s. Digestive enzyme or probiotic options may help some people. Foods with natural enzymes like pineapple and papaya, or fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, can support digestion for many, but responses vary. Enzyme-rich or enzyme-supporting foods aren't magic pills, but they can aid digestion for some people. If you're dealing with persistent digestive issues, discuss enzyme supplements or a guided gut health plan with a health professional. Aim for steady, nutrient-rich meals, early morning sunlight for vitamin D when possible, and a plan to discuss nutrition with your doctor if you have persistent symptoms. Aging often brings muscle loss, called sarcopenia. After 70, the rate of muscle decline can accelerate if you don't counter it. Muscles aren't just for strength, they're a cornerstone of metabolism, balance, and independence. Muscle mass supports glucose control, bone health, and daily function. Losing muscle can make everyday tasks harder and increases the risk of falls and frailty. Prioritize resistance or strength training. 2 to 3 sessions per week with progressive overload, gradually increasing weight or difficulty, is a strong starting point. Distribute protein evenly across meals, aiming for roughly 25 to 40 grams of high-quality protein per main meal helps stimulate muscle protein synthesis. If you're smaller or have lower appetite, you can adjust to 20 to 30 grams per meal. Leucine is a key amino acid that helps trigger muscle-building signaling. Include leucine-rich sources like dairy, eggs, poultry, fish, soy, and high-quality plant proteins. hydration and adequate sleep support, recovery, and muscle health. 2 to 3 20 to 40-minute workouts per week, focusing on major muscle groups: legs, back, chest, shoulders, arms. Exercises to include bodyweight squats or chair squats, wall push-ups, bent-over rows with light weights, step-ups, and balance work. Optional extras: light resistance bands, dumbbells, or household items for progressive resistance. Protein distribution. Example: if you eat 3 meals, aim for 25 to 35 grams of protein per meal, such as eggs and yogurt for breakfast, chicken or lentils at lunch, fish or tofu with quinoa at dinner. Include a small protein-rich snack if appetite allows. Consistency beats intensity. Small regular resistance workouts, plus smart protein timing, make a real difference in preserving muscle and independence. Bones aren't just fillers for our frame. They're living tissue that changes with age. After 70, bone loss can accelerate, raising the risk of fractures from everyday slips or accidents. Fragile bones can lead to longer recoveries, reduced activity, and a lower quality of life. Strong bones support mobility and daily function. Weight-bearing and resistance activities help bones adapt and stay strong. This includes walking, stair climbing, dancing, and light strength work. Calcium and vitamin D are key partners. Most adults over 70 aim for about 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium daily, and vitamin D support for bone health often falls in the 800 to 2,000 IU range, depending on baseline status and sun exposure. Limit risk factors. Avoid smoking, limit excessive alcohol, and review medications that may affect bone health with your doctor. Fall prevention measures. Remove loose rugs, ensure good lighting, use assistive devices if needed, and consider balance-focused activities like Tai Chi. Daily habits to support bones. 2 days a week of resistance training focused on legs and hips. 150 minutes per week of moderate cardio. Balance exercises with safe support. Calcium-rich foods include dairy products, fortified plant milks, leafy greens, and canned fish with bones. If using supplements, discuss dosage and timing with a clinician. Vitamin D sources. Sun exposure, where safe fortified foods, and supplements if necessary after testing. Movement and nutrient support work together. Small changes in activity and targeted nutrients can bolster bone health and reduce fracture risk. Aging can come with brain fog, slower thinking, fleeting memory lapses, and moments of concentration difficulty. This isn't just about memory. It's about how your brain processes information, handles stress, and maintains daily focus. Cognition supports independence, decision-making, and mood. Simple routines that nurture brain health can help you stay sharp and engaged. Regular physical activity boosts blood flow to the brain and supports cognitive function. Mental engagement matters. Learning new skills, reading, puzzles, or social activities. Quality sleep is foundational. Sleep fragmentation and poor sleep quality link to cognitive challenges. Diet plays a role. Omega-3 fatty acids from fatty fish, flax seeds, walnuts, antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables, and fiber support brain health. Hydration also matters for cognitive performance. Blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol control matter for brain health. Work with a clinician to monitor and manage these factors. Stress management and social connection reduce cognitive load and improve resilience. Movement ideas, brisk daily walks, gentle aerobics, or dancing. Incorporate balance work to reduce fall risk. Protein and meals. Distribute protein evenly to support brain signaling and overall health. Evening habits. A wind-down routine that improves sleep quality, lights out around the same time, screen-free time before bed. Brain-boosting routines. 20 to 30 minutes of reading or a puzzle daily, a new skill or hobby to challenge your mind weekly. Diet reminders. Include fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week. Add olive oil or avocado for healthy fats, and eat colorful fruits and vegetables daily. A steady blend of movement, mental challenge, sleep, and a brain-loving diet can help maintain mental clarity and everyday independence. Aging is often accompanied by low-grade chronic inflammation, what researchers call inflammaging. It's silent, persistent, and linked to many age-related conditions. The good news? You can influence it with daily choices. Chronic inflammation is associated with heart health, joint comfort, metabolic health, and cognitive function. Small lifestyle shifts can reduce this low-level tug on your body. Adopt a mostly plant-forward, anti-inflammatory pattern. Plenty of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, and healthy fats. Choose fatty fish or plant-based omega-3 sources regularly. Add olive oil, nuts, and seeds. Limit ultra-processed foods, added sugars, and high-sodium items that can fuel inflammation. Maintain a healthy weight and engage in regular physical activity. Even moderate exercise can dampen inflammatory signals. Prioritize sleep and stress management. Chronic stress can heighten inflammation. Hydration and fiber support gut health, which in turn influences systemic inflammation. Daily habit suggestions. Swap one processed snack for a handful of nuts and fruit. Add a serving of leafy greens to lunch or dinner. Include fatty fish, beans, or lentils multiple times per week. One mindful activity daily, a 10-minute breathing exercise, a short walk after meals, or a gentle stretching routine. Think of inflammation as a signal you can modulate through diet, movement, sleep, and stress management. Small daily wins add up. Now that we've walked through the 5 changes, let's tie them together with 3 core habits that can move the needle. Enzyme-supportive foods, protein-rich meals, and consistent exercise. There's value in digestive enzymes and probiotic-rich foods for some people, especially when appetite is irregular or digestion feels sluggish. Include enzyme-containing foods like pineapple and papaya in moderation, and incorporate fermented foods such as yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or miso for gut-friendly microbes. If you have chronic digestive issues, talk with a clinician about tailored strategies or targeted enzyme supplements. Protein is the cornerstone for muscle, bone, immune function, and satiety. Target roughly 25 to 40 grams of high-quality protein per main meal for most older adults, and distribute protein evenly across meals. If appetite is limited, consider small, protein-rich snacks. Good sources: lean meat, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy, legumes, soy products, and fortified or high-protein plant options. If you have kidney disease or specific health concerns, work with a clinician on protein targets. Strength training twice a week or more, plus regular aerobic activity like walking, swimming, or cycling, is a powerful combination. Include balance and flexibility work to reduce fall risk and maintain daily function. Make it enjoyable. Invite a friend, play music, or choose activities you genuinely enjoy. Monday, 30 to 40 minutes of a mixed routine. Upper body strength plus balance. Wednesday, 30 to 40 minutes of cardio plus light core work. Friday, 25 to 35 minutes of lower body strength plus stretch. Daily, protein-rich meals, 1 to 2 servings of vegetables at lunch and dinner. Hydration goal as advised by clinician. Let's put this into a simple day you can try this week. Morning. Wake with a glass of water. Breakfast. Greek yogurt with berries and a sprinkle of nuts, or eggs with vegetables and whole grain toast. Light mobility routine. 5 to 7 minutes of gentle stretching. Midday. Lunch of salmon or tofu with quinoa, leafy greens and olive oil dressing. Short walk, 10 to 15 minutes outside, weather permitting. Afternoon. Snack of a piece of fruit with a handful of almonds, or a small smoothie with protein powder. Optional light resistance activity. A 15 to 20 minute home workout, bodyweight squats, rows with resistance band, step-ups. Evening. Dinner of lean protein, beans or lentils, vegetables, and a healthy fat. Gentle wind down. 10 minutes of breathing or meditation. Light stretching. Night. Prepare for rest with a consistent bedtime. Limit caffeine late in the day. Ensure a dark, quiet sleep environment. Plan meals and snacks ahead to support protein intake. Keep a simple log of meals, timing, and activity to track progress and stay motivated. If you experience persistent symptoms, consult a clinician for personalized guidance. The 5 changes we discussed aren't inevitable verdicts. They're signals you can respond to with simple, consistent habits. With a dose of protein, movement you can sustain, and attention to digestion and inflammation, you can support your vitality well beyond your 70s. Progress is a collection of small steps taken every day. Start with 1 or 2 new habits this week and build from there. Thank you for listening. Here's to health, strength, and a life filled with purpose.